Hello and welcome. Today we're taking a delicious trip to Portugal, one of the world's most underrated food places. Portugal's food is full of heart, turning simple ingredients into pure art. From the smell of the sea to the sizzle of street food, every bite tells a story. We'll explore everything from famous custard tarts to hearty seafood stews and amazing sandwiches. So grab a snack. This is your food map to happiness. Ready? Let's dive into the top 10 Portuguese foods you absolutely have to try. Our journey begins high in the breathtaking Serra da Estrela mountains, the highest peaks in mainland Portugal, where the air is crisp and the landscape is dotted with wildflowers and grazing sheep. Here, in this rugged and beautiful region, artisans craft Queijo da Serra, often called the king of Portuguese cheese, a title it has earned over centuries of tradition and care. Made exclusively from the rich, creamy milk of local sheep, this cheese is famous for its smooth, buttery texture and its tangy, slightly earthy flavor, infused with the essence of wild mountain herbs that the sheep graze on. To enjoy Queijo da Serra the traditional way, you slice off the top of the wheel, revealing a luscious, gooey center. Then, you scoop out the soft cheese with a spoon and spread it generously onto fresh, crusty bread. Sharing this cheese is a cherished ritual in Portuguese homes. It's more than just food. It's a symbol of hospitality, warmth, and tradition, always brought out to welcome friends and family, especially during festive gatherings. The taste is rich, complex, and unforgettable, with every bite connecting you to the rugged land, the mountain air, and the generations of cheesemakers who have perfected this craft. If you ever come across Queijo da Serra, don't hesitate. Grab a piece of rustic bread, pour yourself a glass of local Portuguese wine, and savor the flavors that tell the story of this unique region. This cheese is simple yet bold, strong yet delicate, and it's the perfect introduction to the world of Portuguese cuisine, setting the stage for everything that follows. More than just an appetizer, Queijo da Serra is an experience, a celebration of flavor, tradition, and the spirit of Portugal itself. Taste the mountains, taste the history, and discover why Queijo da Serra truly reigns as the king of cheeses. Next, we head south to Alentejo for Açorda a Alentejana, a simple bread soup that's pure comfort. Old bread, garlic, olive oil, and fresh cilantro are made into a fragrant, herby broth. The bread soaks up all the flavor, and a poached egg on top adds creamy richness. Break the yolk, stir it in, and you've got a bowl of warmth and tradition. This dish is all about being clever and making magic from simple ingredients. It's not fancy, but it's very satisfying. A true taste of home. Look for it in Alentejo. You'll remember it long after your trip. Sometimes, the best food is the simplest. Açorda is a hug from Portugal. Seafood lovers meet Arroz de Marisco, Portugal's saucy, soulful answer to Paella. This dish is a celebration of the sea, a vibrant and comforting meal that brings together the best of Portuguese coastal cuisine. If you love the flavors of the ocean, this is a must-try. Arroz de Marisco is all about the ocean. Rice cooked slowly in a rich, aromatic broth made with ripe tomatoes, plenty of garlic, onions, and a generous splash of white wine. The flavors meld together, creating a base that's both savory and slightly sweet, with a hint of acidity from the wine. Into this broth goes a bounty of fresh seafood, plump shrimp, tender clams, briny mussels, and sometimes even lobster or sweet crab, depending on what's fresh at the market that day. Each bite is packed with the taste of the Atlantic. The rice is meant to be wet and rich, almost creamy, soaking up all the seafood juices and flavors. It's not a dry rice dish. Think of it as a cross between a stew and a risotto, with every grain bursting with flavor. Traditionally, it's served bubbling hot in a rustic clay pot, brought straight to your table. The aroma alone is enough to make your mouth water, and the sight of the steaming, colorful rice is a feast for the senses. This is a dish made for sharing. Order a big pot, pour some crisp, refreshing Verde, and gather your friends or family around the table. It's about togetherness, laughter, and savoring every bite. Eating Arroz de Marisco is a messy, joyful experience, full of lively conversation and the clatter of shells. It's a meal that's meant to be enjoyed with your hands, with plenty of napkins and plenty of smiles. With every bite, you taste the true feeling of the Portuguese coast, the salt air, the sound of waves, and the warmth of the sun. It's a dish that captures the spirit of Portugal's seaside towns. So next time you're by the sea in Portugal, find a seaside spot, order Arroz de Marisco, and enjoy a truly happy meal. Delicious rice, unforgettable flavor, and memories you'll want to relive again and again. Sometimes the best food is found on the street, where the energy of the city and the aroma of sizzling meat come together to create something unforgettable. In Portugal, street food isn't just a quick bite. It's a way of life, a daily ritual that brings people together. And here, nothing captures that spirit quite like the Bifana, Portugal's beloved street sandwich. Thin slices of pork are marinated in a mouth-watering blend of garlic, white wine, and a secret mix of spices. The meat is then simmered or grilled until it's incredibly tender and bursting with flavor, soaking up every bit of that savory marinade. The pork is tucked into a crusty papo seco roll. No lettuce, no tomato, just pure, unadulterated flavor. The bread is soft inside with a golden, crackly crust that soaks up the juices perfectly. Some like to add a squirt of yellow mustard or a drizzle of fiery piri-piri hot sauce for a tangy, spicy kick that takes the sandwich to the next level. Each bite is a burst of flavor, salty, garlicky, and just a little bit spicy. The Bifana is fast, affordable, and loved by everyone, from busy locals grabbing lunch to travelers seeking an authentic taste of Portugal. It's the best street food. Simple, satisfying, and always made fresh to order. Juicy, garlicky, and incredibly satisfying. Every bite is a reminder of why this sandwich is a national treasure. Grab one at a festival where the music and laughter fill the air, at a bustling bar with friends, or from a humble street corner vendor serving up tradition with every sandwich. Take a big bite, let the juices drip down your hands, and savor the happiness that only a true Bifana can bring. Don't leave Portugal without trying a Bifana, or 3. It's a rite of passage for any food lover visiting this country. It's a handheld taste of tradition, a bite of history, and a delicious memory you'll never forget. Octopus might seem scary, but in Portugal, polvo a Lagareiro will change your mind. The octopus is boiled until soft, then roasted with lots of garlic and covered in golden olive oil. Served with punched potatoes, crispy outside, soft inside, soaking up all the garlicky, seafood-flavored oil. The result? Cooked, juicy octopus and potatoes bursting with flavor. This dish is simple, generous, and a true example of Portuguese seafood cooking. When it arrives at your table, it's a feast for your eyes and your taste buds. Be brave, try the octopus. The texture is amazing, the taste unforgettable. It's a dish you'll want long after you leave. Trust me, eat the octopus. You'll thank me later. Nothing says Portuguese summer like Sardinhas Assadas. Grilled sardines sizzling over hot coals. Whole fresh sardines are salted and grilled until the skin is crispy and the meat is moist and flavorful. Served on country bread to soak up the juices, sometimes with a simple salad. You eat them with your hands, bones and all. It's part of the fun. The smoky smell fills the streets during summer festivals, bringing people together. It's more than a meal, it's a celebration. Outdoor grills, laughter, and community. This is Portugal at its happiest. If you're in Portugal during sardine season, don't miss out. Dive in and taste summer. Caldo Verde is Portugal's most loved soup, a bowl of pure comfort. Creamy potato broth, thin strips of kale or collard greens, and a drizzle of olive oil form the base. Slices of smoky curico sausage add depth and a hint of spice. It's simple, healthy, and found everywhere, from weddings to midnight parties. Served with good bread, it's hearty enough for a meal. This soup is a part of Portuguese life and tradition. It's warming, satisfying, and tastes like home. Caldo Verde is a hug in a bowl. Who doesn't love a hug? Now for the superstar, Pastel de Nata, the world-famous custard tart. Flaky, buttery pastry filled with creamy, just sweet enough egg custard. Baked at high heat for a caramelized, bubbly top. Those dark spots are pure flavor. Eat them warm, sprinkled with cinnamon straight from the bakery. The original recipe comes from Lisbon's Belém, but you'll find amazing versions everywhere. It's the perfect snack any time of day, with coffee, as dessert, or just because. One bite and you'll understand why it's so popular. Crispy, creamy, and totally addicting. Pastel de Nata is happiness in pastry form. Don't leave Portugal without trying one or several. It's simply one of the world's best pastries. Get ready for the Francesinha, Porto's famous over-the-top sandwich. Layers of steak, ham and sausage are stacked between thick bread, then covered in melted cheese. The whole thing is soaked in a spicy beer-based tomato sauce and often topped with a fried egg, served with a mountain of fries for dipping in that rich sauce. This is a knife and fork meal, a true commitment. Eating a Francesinha is a special experience in Porto. It's hearty, strong, and incredibly satisfying. The flavors explode in every bite. Meaty, cheesy, saucy perfection. It's the ultimate comfort food, and a challenge worth taking. If you're hungry for adventure, this is your sandwich. You'll never forget your first Francesinha. At the heart of Portuguese food is Bacalhau, a Brás, salted cod like you've never tasted. Shredded cod is mixed with cooked onions and crispy thin potatoes. Lightly beaten eggs are stirred in, making everything into a creamy, savory dish. Finished with parsley and black olives, it's a masterpiece of texture and flavor. Bacalhau is more than a fish. It's a symbol of Portuguese history and cleverness. This dish is comforting, famous, and found everywhere. Every bite tells a story of tradition and making the most of what you have. It's the ultimate Portuguese comfort food. Bacalhau, a Brás, is pure poetry on a plate. The #1 taste of Portugal. And there you have it, the top 10 Portuguese foods you must try. Each dish tells a story of Portugal's land, sea, and people. Which one would you try first? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for joining me on this delicious journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more food adventures. Stay hungry, stay curious. Thank you, and see you in the next video.